next? A woman as king?
He knew it was only a matter of time before an Oseram tried to kill the Sun King.
How did he get so close to the Sun King? The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
That crazy Oseram tried to kill...
Don't let your guard down.
Hey, I'm on a little early. Just gonna do a little farming to get these potions back up to quality. I'm not gonna be on the mic too much unless people show up. There's not a lot of people here right now, so whatever. Whatever. Hello. Gotcha. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping in. Why did that not count? Weird. Maybe because I didn't, like, surprise them with it for that one. My roommate's making spaghetti, and it smells incredible. Yeah, for sure. I haven't had time to farm up my gear. Also, I need to renew my PlayStation Plus subscription soon. With them changing everything over, it messed up how I normally do it. I normally get like a Black Friday deal and it's like $40 for the year, but not anymore. So I gotta scrape together the PS Plus funds, because it's like 3 times as much now from all the discounts I normally stack. People made it so we can't have nice things anymore. I should have stacked, but oh well. That was the other thing, is I normally stacked a couple years at a time whenever they had deals. Oh well, times change. What, death and taxes and PlayStation Plus subscription costs changing. All the guaranteed things in life.
I need to be closer to use that. This'll last. Scrabbling a bit. God, I found this. Makes this a little easier. Nice. Refreshing. Let's make this quick.
Hello, Klaus. How are you doing today? I'm getting hungry because I can smell my roommate made pasta sauce. And it smells amazing. Her sister just flew into town, so... Thankfully, she's tested negative for COVID, so that's over. Her third time getting COVID, I think. I have yet to get it. Are these not counting because I'm not using a Shadow Hunter bow? Gosh dang it. Okay. Farm veggies and slaughter a horse? Well, there's no horses to slaughter in this. So... the best I can do is a robot antelope. Yes, it counted. Okay, we're most of the way there, most of the way there.
Drink.
Hanging out or hanging in or stopping out? I don't know, man. You tell me.
Just stay out of their way for now. Fresh as it comes. That's got their attention. Nice. Do a good hunt. Good meat.
Grass and weed? Weeds and grass. Weed is a matter of perspective. Like, you can eat dandelions and stuff. Make a salad out of them.
That hurt it. That wasn't enough. Tough.
I
but
am
at
very
least
sad that Vine is no longer a thing.
I've been seen. Save this for later.
Tout? No, I don't. What is that? I'm really bad at names of things, so. I'm also really bad at knowing trends. Like, I'm simultaneously very good at keeping up with things and very bad at it. Like, I don't know things just because they're popular, basically. I'm very bad at tracking popularity of things. I just follow whatever's intriguing to me, basically. So sometimes that overlaps with popularity and sometimes it doesn't. There's a randomness to it. Can't believe I'm full up on freaking fatty meat and running out of other meats now. Damn it.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Oh, yeah, no, I do not have any memory of that. When was that around? And to clarify, I didn't have a Vine back when it was, I was very busy working 70 hours a week during the days of Vine, so I totally missed that. I learned about it after the fact through compilations.
tasty.
I don't know if I would really say that I have girl power. I've never exactly been like a super girl power type person. Oh, this is a fun data point. New Zealand underwater. No more. So, there is a community locally that's making national news right now because my city no longer selling water to the people there. They've been getting notices since 2016 that they were not going to have water supply, and it's finally come due. And the people are very upset and trying to sue the city as though it wasn't, it's an unincorporated, it's not even a city, it's an unincorporated suburb of the city I live in, called Rio Verde. And they don't have water line to their development out there. It's about 1,000 people in the community of Rio Verde, and it's been about 2 weeks now that they don't have water anymore. They used to buy it from the city of Scottsdale and have it trucked up and fill tanks. They don't get to do that anymore. And that's interesting to me because I grew up on unincorporated land just outside of Scottsdale. I'm like, dang, that could have been me, except for not, because where I'm from, not having that problem. But I know a lot of people who are in situations that could become that very quickly. So we're in a drought, and they're still trying to develop and build out here, despite the fact that we don't have enough water to meet the needs we already have. It's very interesting stuff to think about, especially when playing a game like this. Do you like your Steam Deck, Barry? And hello, Michael. How are you? I'd love to have, if you're not busy right now, I'd love to have you on to talk more about time travel. That was super enlightening, but only if you want. Or not just time travel, whatever. We were at Gödel's theorem or whatever, some math thing. The person who talks about how you cannot accurately measure a system from within the system. Which I was reading an article today that was talking about something similar, about basically the difference between theoretical and experiential understanding of something. On certain topics, there's some things you can only understand if you have a way to experientially know them. And it was basically talking about there's a person who's an expert on color. They have all the equipment to measure color, but they are in a room where everything around them is monochromatic. And they can only ever see shades of gray, even though they have tools to measure color and to show them that color exists. They are the world's leading expert on monochrome world about the existence of color, but they've never seen color. Suddenly you take them out of the monochrome room and you show them a world where color exists. It doesn't matter how much they know all the science of color, their understanding of color is going to change that day. And so it's just interesting to think about all the things that we are, as humanity, quote unquote, experts on, even though we have no way of actually experiencing them.
Red light means trouble.
If you're feeling off today, we don't have to do it today. We could always do it another day. I just figured since I'm just kind of farming, like, it might be fun chat, but we don't have to. I'm just getting meat for Aloy because I don't have full potions anymore, and so I got to get everything boosted again. And fatty meat's not the problem anymore. It's really interesting how the turntables. Oh wow, that's scary. Maybe you should rest tonight instead of taking me up on my offer. I mean, you are the expert of you, but that's super scary. I'm glad you're okay. How was it like? Just that you like got in bad traffic, or like what happened? wow. That's super scary. That's super weird that it wasn't charging your phone.
This'll come in handy.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Like, that is super scary. I've had moments like that maybe a couple times in my life, where it's just, you just get that reality check.
All the prisoners were in the...
Glad you're okay. Did you figure out why your car wasn't charging your phone? Sorry, I accidentally just had a tab start playing. Bumped a button on my computer.
Alright, new plan.
You're a very diligent cycler, Klaus. I'm bad at bicycling. I'm bad at most active things. That's why I try to play drums. I need to get back into it, though. It was my, like, go-to workout. I have 2 drum sets here. One of them's electric, so that I can play it without bothering the neighbors. I should start doing that for a workout. Drum for like an hour a day. Get my chops back too. Shoot. I stopped drumming because I hurt my shoulder at work. Like 2016. It's kind of been a rocky road. Like, escape a cult, immediately get a debilitating injury with nerve pain. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Got out of the cult in the right time, though. They started getting really politically involved, and, like, that's the whole reason I'm doing this web stream right now. People from there got invited to the White House during the impeachment, and it just got weird. Wait, what happened? Nice. Cold water in the holder. Cycle ready. I need to start going for walks too. I've been waiting. Now my roommate tested negative for COVID, so I feel like okay going back out because I didn't want to bring COVID to the community. If my roommate's got it, got to make sure I didn't catch it from them. So I've delayed like grocery shopping and going out for walks because I've read that people have got it even from out, like your transmission's less likely outside, but it's not impossible because it lingers in the air. You know, if there's not a breeze or anything. Think about like if someone's been smoking, even after they're gone, their little cloud of cigarette smoke kind of hangs out where they were if there's no breeze. So theoretically, same thing could happen from other stuff they're breathing out that's able to stay a little bit airborne. You know, I'd rather just not risk infecting someone with a deadly illness. So I'm cautious about not contributing to the spread personally. I can't stop you guys from behaving in certain ways, but I can control myself, so I do. Is when I was doing work at the hospital, I was very involved in safety incident reviews. And it's a lot of little things that add up to make a safe or unsafe environment at the end of the day. So I try not to contribute to harm for others as a general rule when it's in my power to prevent it. Especially because it's like other people not being mindful of the little things has led to me almost getting into some pickles on a few occasions. Like went to a room where a patient had lice without a cap on my hair because no one had told me the patient had lice, and they hadn't put signage up saying that you should wear a cap in the room yet. Little things like that where it's like, I really don't want lice. Can we just do better with communication, please? So it's really influenced my view of other people's responsibility levels, I'll put it that way. Like there's a time I was in a room to stock anesthesia after an OR case and a needle had been left, a sharp was left on top of the anesthesia workstation. Point up. No record of how it got, like I just almost put my hand on a needle that could have been used on someone, probably was used to, I mean, it would have gone into a line, but it's still like, that's a sharp. And so it's just like, and that's not any one particular place. That's like, I've had encounters in the three or four hospitals I've done work with, as well as at least 3 different ambulance services. Like, don't try to like pinpoint on this or that place, because I've across 2 or 3 states and at least 3 cities. So, and across a decade and a half of different times too. So don't try to like guess which place it was. It's kind of everywhere that humans are, y'all. Humans are human. Humans are disturbingly human. It's just a fact. Yo. Man, I'm getting low on Ridgewood. Never thought I'd see the day. How am I doing on potions? Sweet. Potions are full at least now. I gotta start grabbing Ridgewood again.
Easy, easy.
I was thinking I might do some cauldrons this week. So I was talking about, I like doing a playthrough where I'd override machines a lot. And then I was thinking about how I can't override most machines in this playthrough because I haven't done cauldrons. And so I was like, I should do cauldrons so I can override the machines. Plus they're a lot of fun.
I'm ready. Gotta be.
Exactly, do no harm. That includes to your coworkers by leaving a sharp out. Like, and it's just, you know, it's, you can never eliminate risk. That's one of the things I think is cool about, so like aviation and like hospitals and firms of that nature, fields of that nature, have this principle called just culture.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer.
Of trying to produce safety by creating a safe environment where that includes safety of reporting openly and freely. And so it can't be super punitive, because if people are afraid of punishment, they won't report. Things will go
Looks good.
unrectified because it stops up the flow of information in a super punitive environment. So that's what just culture seeks to foster. It looks like if someone's making a mistake, it looks at the environment that allowed the mistake to occur, rather than at the individual for falling short. It says, what kind of world system can we build that makes it so mistakes are not possible as a means of harm reduction and error reduction. And I think it's a cool way to look at it. Now, in practice, it doesn't get applied always quite super consistently. Got the case of the verse ed that was given at Vanderbilt University Medical Center to a patient by a nurse. I gave vecuronium instead of Versed. Now, I'm not licensed in anything right now, so take this for what it's worth. Vecuronium is a paralytic. Versed is an anxiolytic controlled substance. And so they'll give it to people before they get an MRI, commonly, if there's any threat of the person being like claustrophobic, etc. Versed, big old red label, yellow cap, scary, this is a paralyzing agent, do not fucking use this. Usually you have to reconstitute Versed in the vecuronium in the ways I've seen it too, but whatever. Maybe this one didn't need that, but all the vecuronium I ever encountered was powdered and you had to actually reconstitute it, but they'll have little like caps on them and like little skulls and crossbones and stuff on the bottle, but either way, the person enters in VE, and then the computer beeps, oh, this is da-da-da, but it'll be, a lot of times computers will be like that for controlled substances too, so people get in the habit of just hitting cancel and overriding the error, or the warning message. So that's a systems design issue. if that's that overridable without it being really distinguishable from another type of error message, basically. But in the case of this nurse, they actually ended up going with punitive measures, and people are kind of in an uproar about how that kind of flies in the face of just culture to criminally prosecute this nurse for an error that the system shouldn't have allowed for. And so it's been a very interesting thing to watch. I'm very sad for the nurse who's traumatized twice over. And I'm curious for the future of medical safety and reporting among clinicians when it's like that discourages honesty. And that gets in the way of patient safety because now people are motivated to cover up to avoid punishment, loss of license, or even loss of literal freedom if they're prosecuted over making human mistakes. It's just that's the shitty thing about the field is the stakes on your mistakes are really high. But they're going to happen throughout a career in medicine. And it's not fair for the person who's on the receiving end of that mistake. Like, mistakes need to be eliminated. But that's kind of what just culture looks at, is that, like, well, what's more important? Slapping this person on the wrist for making a mistake? Or making sure no one ever gets hurt in a similar manner? Because future mistakes at Vanderbilt, people are not going to want to be honest during investigation now.
I can still get the upper hand.
And in medicine in general. It's a very, anyways, you should look into it sometime. Look into just culture, look into the conversation around it. There are a lot of opinions on it, and I'm just an armchair video game streamer that just kind of hobby plus, because it was for work. I did like a 9-month course on safety I was like the lowest tier of licensing represented there. Most of the people, my colleagues in that class were usually like the kind of mid-tier, like PA, NP. There were also NDs and VOs and like pharmacy representatives and stuff there as well. RPHs, PharmDs, blah blah blah. And then me, just little old me. I won't say what my license was at the time, I'll just say I no longer have it. Voluntarily changed fields, left healthcare, got tired of the safety event stuff, and it was starting to weigh on me psychologically. Some things you're just better off not knowing, I think. For me at least. It's just... Anyway, not that anyone asked. Oh, your roommate's asleep? No mic tonight then. Bummer. No mic on mic. Hey. Next time. We'll figure it out. So I think churches would benefit greatly from implementing something of that nature, basically, was the point of that whole rant. Been watching Dark. I'm on season 3 now, and that show is wild. What's wilder is I, in a thought experiment over the summer, having never seen Dark and not being aware of its premise, actually conceived something similar in my head, just as a like thought experiment. And so it's been very interesting to watch the show play out and be like, wait, that was that thought experiment I was thinking through the summer as I was trying to contemplate determinism and causality and the time variance that occurs with black holes and gravity's general impact on time, faster than light travel's impact on time, or sublight travel still having an impact on time. Like, even just, like, the Buzz Lightyear movie explores the topic. Like, we've gotten to a point where there's, like, a level of, like, cultural literacy on with movies like Interstellar. We might not fully understand it, but it's part of the conversation. So you're starting to see it pop up in more and more media, and it's very interesting to ponder as you're seeing like this cultural literacy expand, then what's explored in entertainment media is expanding, and then it's like more people are thinking about it and getting more creative ideas about it, and it's got me very intrigued to see where these narratives around time paradoxes are going to head. Especially as we're starting to see, and this is going to sound weird, guys, okay? My pet conspiracy theory has always been, mathematically, UFOs seem too likely to not be real. And now we've had, like, governments like Chile actually, like, be like, yeah, we've seen some stuff in the skies, but we don't know what it is. And then, like, the Senate had meetings in June of, like, last year or whatever. And now NASA's got a task force. The dude from Blink-182's whole thing ended up being actually kind of legitimate. Which is the To the Stars stuff. And so it's just fun to ponder. I'm not saying that there's like ETs or whatever on the planet, but I think it's just interesting that there's phenomena on this planet that we don't understand. There's still discoveries yet to be made. And that's cool to think about. Especially like, I'm from Phoenix, you know, I remember when the Phoenix lights happened, everyone was all freaking out. I'm just very intrigued to see where things like that are going to go in our lifetime, in my lifetime. Because that's just when I was talking about aviation and disclosure, like, there was a lot of stigma around pilots disclosing strange things they've seen in the skies, but now that stigma is starting to be broken, so I'm wondering what kind of things people are going to feel safe reporting now. Going back to just culture and safe reporting. One of the interesting things also with safe reporting is I got to go to a talk from this lady from Stanford University Hospital or something. And she was talking about litigation when they report transparently actually is reduced when there's transparent reporting when medical error occurs. A lot of people sue because discovery is the only way to get answers about what actually happened. And so when hospitals actually just openly disclose that they've made mistakes and give patients, families, or the patients the actual genuine, honest rundown and own their wrongs, there's less litigation. Like, litigation still occurs on occasion, but it's less frequent. You know, I don't think I talked to Ross after that last quest, so I'm going to talk to Ross, and then I think I'm going to sign off. I got my potions full again, so I think what I might do is an off-mic farming stream at some point during the day tomorrow or something, just to get it a little more caught up, and then figure out what we're going to do for quests tomorrow. We're not going to do the main quest for a bit. I don't want to beat the game yet. I was thinking it might be fun. I don't know. I don't want to wait a whole month to do it, but the last time I did the main quest was February 17th, so it might be fun to stretch this out till then. We'll see how much I've got in the way of side content. There's things I can do to make it work. What is today? The 17th of January. It's the 11-month anniversary since I last beat Horizon Zero Dawn, y'all. I don't think I got a month more of stretching on this game left. But we'll see, because I am doing no skills. The Frozen Wilds might end up taking a long time. I mean, there's still a lot of content to get through. Like, I still have to pick up Bryn's stuff. I have to do all the bandit camps. Bryn hangs out, where is it? Here? No. What am I looking for? Yeah, no, he's like right up here. Or something. Wait. Where is he? That's too far north. He's further south. I think he's right here. This is Bryn's house. Go visit Bryn, because he's got the Glinthawks as neighbors. He's got a fun little series of quests that we could do now that we're in regularly fighting Stormbirds. I don't think I want to do the hunting grounds. Sleight of Crate without skills? Shoot, there's no way. Although, that's not true. I did Sleight of Crate on my first try, on my the first Ultra Hard where I actually tried to do it. It's not the first time I've ever done it, because I've played in Platinum on normal, but I did it on Ultra Hard on my first try. So we'll actually pick up tomorrow with the conversation with Ross here. That's what we'll do. And for now, I'm gonna go to bed. That's not true. I'm gonna go get that spaghetti I've been smelling. Whenever I do beat this and finish up what I want to do in this game, I'm gonna do a play of Horizon Forbidden West on ultra hard. Probably New Game Plus, just to make up for like feeling super not powerful. We're gonna feel super overpowered, but still on ultra hard, still challenging. But I haven't done an ultra hard New Game Plus, and the trophy didn't transfer for some reason, so I need to do it for my PS5 edition trophy since the PS4 New Game Plus trophy didn't transfer for some reason. Don't ask me why. But anyways, for now, that's it. I'm gonna sign off and get that spaghetti because it's been calling to me, and I want to find out what happens next on Dark. So thanks for hanging out. This has been just farming and me monologuing, but it's been nice to talk with y'all. And I'll be back on in 23 hours or so to play again. Might do a little daytime stream off mic to farm. No mic, just vibes, as my friend Astro would say. But that spaghetti's calling to me. So everyone stay safe, stay happy, enjoy your Tuesday evening, and I hope your Wednesday goes very well. And that's going to be it for the night. Toodaloo.